Ang importante po dyan, number one, social resilience. We cannot let the vulnerable populations go on as they are now. Siyempre po, a lot of those populations are exposed in areas na medyo hazardous. Nakita na po natin yung nangyari sa Cebu, no? Marami po sa ating kababayan ay nakatira sa mga hazard zones, malapit po sa mga rivers, malapit po sa mga coasts. We need an integrated plan for safe housing and safe settlement na kasabay po ng economic planning and development po natin. But immediately, ang exposure that is human, ang vulnerability po that is human, including po yung social conditions, yung talagang pangangailangan sa nutrisyon, ang incomes that have to be brought up, those are the first. Social resilience must be the first. Secondly po, infrastructure resilience. Kailangan po pag-aralan po natin ng mabuti. Ano ba yung extreme na pwedeng mangyari? At talaga po mag-invest tayo sa resilient infrastructure. Ito lang po ang talagang importante in order for our economy to continue to thrive. So what does that mean? We must plan for extreme temperature, extreme flooding events, at ang mga landslides po natin, we need to take that into consideration. Nakikita na po natin na marami po sa ating mga daan ay, especially those na ginagawa po sa gilid ng mga mountains po natin, ay basta po na lang nadalagas yung soils underneath. No? Hindi na po pwede natin gawin na business as usual ang mga assumptions natin sa resilient infrastructure. So that's on the infrastructure side. Financially po, we need to understand that there must be a new way of really looking at our finances. Kasi po, if we do not do anything by the end of 2030, ang economic impact po, if we don't do anything for adaptation, will be up to 1.4 trillion pesos ang impact po natin by 2030 kung wala po tayong gagawin. So, typhoons, sea level rise po, ito po ang very important sa atin as an archipelagic country. Talaga pong Pilipinas ay one of the highest in terms of sea level rise. So mawawalan po tayo ng land area because ang dagat po natin ay aangat. So all of these must be taken into consideration sa economic planning and development, especially for social resilience and infrastructure resilience.